Hello, fellow wanderers. I'm Endri, and thank you for joining me as we wander through some more Final Fantasy III. Today, we're going to go through the Tower of Owen, which means we have to run through here. And there are a few creatures here that are a little bit hard to find, but hopefully we won't have too much trouble. And I am going to turn down the background audio, because it's really a lot louder than I thought it was. If we head over here, we will find out that we need to turn into toads. Refia does not want to be a toad. Well, we'll save Refia a little bit of trouble. We're going to look for the rare enemy that only appears on this floor first. This is not it, but it is a new enemy for us. This is the Pugman. And as per usual, we are just going to use our staff items here. I don't think these guys are weak to any particular element. I don't think anything in this tower is actually weak to any particular element, so I'm just kind of picking randomly which one I want to use. I think there might be an enemy that is weak to air, but not so much anything else. As you can see, we're doing some pretty good damage with those, and I suppose I should show off why. I don't remember if I did last time or not. Also, is this as low as this sound goes? Because this is so loud. Yep, that's as low as it goes. Everybody's got staves, so everyone's got 4 more int than they normally would. Let's see if we can find a new enemy, though. This is the entire floor. So after I do this little lap here, I will cut out until I get the enemy I want. Preemptive Strike, Petite Mages, they can use Silence and I think level 2 magic. They're not particularly threatening. Desh there, not doing a whole lot of good. But yeah, we are definitely hitting hard with those staves now. We'll do one more lap and then we'll head on up. So yeah, as you can see, there's not a whole lot to this floor. This is a pretty small dungeon. It's 11 floors high, but it's a pretty small dungeon. Alright, so after this battle, I will be cutting out repeat battles until I find the monsters we're looking for. Some of them we can't find on this floor. The Pugmans here we can find here, the Petite Mages, and there's one other monster we can find on this floor. And I'm going to go run around and look for it. So yeah, until I find it, I'm going to just cut random battles. I will see you when I find the next fight. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see these guys on this floor. I didn't think they could spawn here. Fardarix. They're nothing particularly special. I don't remember exactly what they do. A lot of the things in this tower silence, but silence doesn't affect staves, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, back to hunting for the rare monster. Oh, here we go. We found Fury. Fury is the enemy that's weak to air magic. I don't think anything else particularly special about it. It is very rare. Very, very rare. Fury, yep, rare encounter. And can drop Phoenix Downs as they're uncommon drops. So if you need Phoenix Downs, you can get them there as well. But a lot of enemies have them as rare uncommon drops. Alright, time to head up the tower. Cut out lots of battles. So the next thing we're going to need to do is go to Refia, who I gave Toad to, and run through here, and hopefully not get in a battle. The nice thing about this is that I can actually change back. You don't have to Toad this entire tower. And now we're going to have a menacing voice talk to us. Yes, our doom. I don't know who you are, but I have to tell you, I am moderately over-leveled because of all of the fights to get the rare monsters, so you don't stand much chance, Mysterious Voice. Anyway, chest number 1 is on this floor. Contains an Echo Herb. And we'll continue our way up. And this tower's not too bad. Right, no reason to go over there. Alright, there's treasure on this floor, and another speech from this person telling us we're in such dangerous trouble. Alright, you don't have to laugh at us, that's just rude. Anywho, we're coming up on chest number 2 here. And chest number 2 contains a spark dagger, in case you had a thief in your party. I don't. So I'll likely be selling that spark dagger later. Now, if memory serves, this floor has a secret. Yes, yes, more. You never find your way through this place? You don't say. I think we will. Oh, yep, floor sparkle. That will lower this wall for us. There is another chest on this floor, I believe. Not 100% certain. And the next enemy, or the last enemy, the Agiski. They're moderately more dangerous than other enemies. They hit really hard, so front row characters should be wary of that. However, we hit so hard with our stab that it doesn't really matter. No problem whatsoever. Awesome. Yep, there's the chest. Another Echo Herb. This tower really wants you to be using magic. It's good to get those, though. I might need them for my white mage. Let's see here. No chest on this floor, but there will be one on the next floor, I believe. And we are looking for the last enemy in the tower as well, but it's fairly common, so it shouldn't be difficult to find. And... oh, I went the correct way. Well, that was a mistake. Oh, and here's our last enemy, actually. The Blood Bat. I believe they have the ability to drain health, maybe. But obviously it's not going to use it. They are fast. They're a very fast enemy, so you probably won't outspeed them. They don't hit very hard, though. At least not to us in the back row. Alright, and with that I can skip all the rest of the random encounters. Yay, editing. Bomb Fragment, which is for fire effect, and Echo Herbs. They give you lots of Echo Herbs. Everything in here silences. Well, not everything, but a couple of things do. The boss does, so they're important for the boss. There should be a chest on this floor. Let's see if we can find it. Should be this way. Oh, sorry, if I go on the bridge it helps. Sonic Knuckles. One thing about the Knuckles is you can't really buy them. So if you are using or tend to use black belts or masters, you might want to hold on to them. I won't be. Or I should say, by the time I could use those, will maybe use those classes, it will be well beyond the point of those being a useful item. Okay, let's see here. Should be 3 more chests on this floor. I see one already. Ooh, a Salamand sword. I believe, we'll test this. I believe when used in battle, that's going to have a, let's sort these real quick. Will affect a Fira, but I'm going to test that. I don't remember for certain. Ooh, flame mail. Is anyone missing a flame mail? You were fantastic. Glad I didn't buy another one. We're pretty well equipped. I got mithril bracers for everybody. I don't remember if I mentioned that. Anyway, tried the Salaman sword there. It didn't work. Or I didn't get a chance to get the turn off. And Azusa's Wrath. And that's the last treasure in the dungeon. We've seen all of the monsters. Let me double check here real quick. Yes. So I would say it's boss time. But before we go up to the boss... Alright. Now it's boss time. Hello, boss. Looks like a Medusa. Yep, it's Medusa. And who in the world is Zonde? We'll find out eventually. Whew, boy, you are, and now you're just a floating head. Okay, well, let's test out the Salaman sword here in battle. Element-wise, it doesn't matter what you use, as I recall. I'm sure we'll find out here in just a second. $185, pretty good magic resist on this one. Next round we'll do Ice Fax. Yeah, there you go, 196, yeah. So it just casts Fire too, so if you, or Fira, if you were using a Fire Staff from inventory and you wanted to equip it because you didn't buy enough for everybody, there you go. One thing about this boss, it gets to go twice per turn. Keep that in mind. And now for fun, I'm just going to use Ice Stabs to see if those do any better damage. Not that I really remember how much damage the last set of attacks did. I suppose I could use my actual magic too, but why do that? So the boss there has Glare. I don't remember what that one does for this boss. It varies from monster to monster. I think it's either Silence or Paralyze. Multi-target Fira. Okay, we'll be okay with that. That kind of hurt. Physical attacks aren't doing much because we're in the back row, but there you go. Yeah, I don't think any element actually matters here. But for fun, we're going to switch to Lightning Stabs anyway. Or better yet, I have got tons of magic, so I might as well actually, you know, use it. Heaven forbid. And we're going to go ahead and just use a Cure, because we're not that badly hurt. Hey, look, Dash is going to attack with a physical attack. That was useless, Dash. You should feel bad. How much is that going to do? Oh yeah, our magic damage is doing pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Alright, Lazara, your turn. 524. That's pretty. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think this boss is gonna survive that. I get lazy. I use the stabs even when I have magic. I know. Good guild. I can't complain about that. We don't need to buy anything at the moment, but good to know it's there. And yep, tower's gonna blow up. And Dash remembers who he is. He's the guardian of the tower. He's an ancient. He was in suspended animation. Well, I guess he woke up and yeah, he's ready to fulfill his destiny. To keep the tower from falling apart, which would fling us away from the sun? I don't think you know how planets work. We're not that high up. But okay. Goodbye, Dash. Thank you for being a long-term, for this game, party member. Dash, you're going to die? Give Dash some credit. I'm sure he'll be fine. This is his destiny. And the Dwarves Island. We'll find fire there. But we couldn't get to the Dwarves Island before because there was a whirlpool in our way. And Dash won't ever forget us. And we're so upset about this person we barely know. And we've been launched out into the ship. That was nice of him. I don't know where he learned how to teleport, but you know. And the Maelstrom's weakening, because plot convenience. This does mean we're going to have new monsters we can fight on the Outer Sea. Am I that worried about them? Not particularly, but if we fight them, we fight them. Yes, we're in Desh's debt. That's totally the case. We should go see the dwarves now. Maybe we should stop by a special town first, though. Yay! Let's go this way. Remember, we saw a town over to the eastern side of the continent. We should go say hello. And fight some new enemies. So we've got mermaids and seahorses, and I'm going to give you a hint as sea creatures. Lightning is your go-to element. Let's see how badly we manage to... Ooh, they're fast. Nice. Actually took some damage. Ooh, boy. So much for that mermaid. Yeah, use lightning. You'll be fine. Lightning staves are great, and you should have picked up some lightning-based weapons, which, if you know, remember, you can swap weapons in combat as you need them, so don't worry about it. Alright, where was that town? It was over there, and are you guys new? You are, Annette's, you are new. We're just gonna target everybody on the same person, because guess what? They're gonna be weak to lightning. And we don't actually have a party member with us right now, so no helper from the background. But obviously, don't really need it. We're okay. And there we go. The XP and Gil isn't really worth a whole lot to us. This is not where we want to be. A little further south? Yeah, a little further south, I think. Where are you, my little town? I know you're down here somewhere. We're looking for one more rare encounter on the ocean. Let me off. Thank you. Anyway, we're in the town of Gisal. You take care of sheep. Good for you. That's kind of adorable. That was cute. That was cute. Okay. Take a look in here. We can get some magic. Shade and Break I actually don't think are worth spending money on. Confusion, Silent. I mean, I should buy these because they're part of his collection, but I definitely want to pick up Libra. That will be useful later. I may come back and buy these later. Anything I can sell? Bronze bracers I don't need. Shell armor I don't need. And let's go ahead and put that Libra to use. Excellent. So you got a little bit higher level magic, oops, that you can buy there. Forgot that you can just walk out of the town that way. What else is around here? We have the inn. Fat Chocobo can store items in its belly. I don't know the purpose of that, actually, in this version of the game. I don't think you have a limited inventory. And can't talk to that guy. Dancing Girl, I don't care. And if we go this way, we meet someone very special. This is the Record Keeper. There are only 2 places in the entire game you can find the Record Keepers. Here and way, way later, so... Here we can see all the enemies we've encountered. As you can see, our list is pretty well filled in. And we're missing 1 creature down here, and some creatures that we have yet to encounter. And there's There's our achievements, which don't really tell us a whole lot. I thought there was a way you could view your chests here as well. Was I wrong? Or was that in the achievements and I just wasn't paying attention? Chest open, 27%. For reference, we should be at, well, we'll be at 28% soon. You could buy Gasol greens. I'm not going to buy any. For reasons. We'll get into the reason why in a bit. Hey. Hey, Mognet. Oh. The Children of Ur. The children have played further from Ur? The children are in trouble? Uh-oh. They haven't come back. We should go take care of that. And hi, Sid. Passed level of the first flight. That was terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let's do the party shuffle here real quick. Nothing new there. Raffia. Nothing new for you. And Ingus. Anything new for you? Yes, Princess Sarah sent us something new. I would gladly take Sarah with us as a permanent fourth, computer-controlled party member. She casts useful spells. There we go. Back in order, I think. I hope. Revival Spring, if you need it. Heading this way. Magic keys. I want to buy about 10 of those. Those open locked doors, just so you know. And if you look back here, there's a treasure chest. Barely see a treasure chest back here. Now we're at 28%, and we get a shuriken, an item that we will not use for a super long time, if ever. Stay out. The greens are very delicate, you know. Are they? You live in the middle of nowhere. It's not surprising that you don't have a lot of visitors. Chocobos, and some Gasol greens. So this is why I didn't bother to buy any. We get a couple right there. We'll check that out later, maybe, if I remember. Are there any more Gasol greens in town? I can't remember. Not like we need any more. And the sheep. I don't believe there's a weapon shop in this town. Okay. I think we're good to be done messing around here. Do a little quick sweep. Oh, some more Gasol greens. And a magic key. Forgot about those. Oops. And another magic key. I didn't need to buy as many. Ah, well. They're not expensive. We'll put them to good use later. Anyway, off the Dwarf Lands, which are back the way we came. Maybe we'll find that rare end of encounter while I'm heading that way. I'm not going to farm for it right now. We'll have time, if we don't encounter it sailing around, we'll have time in a little bit to go find it. And it's actually after the next couple of dungeons we're supposed to do, so we'll worry about it then, when it appears or on the list, as it were, chronologically, on the list. Okay, there's a Tower of Owen, so let's continue westward. Find the dwarves. Speaking of finding the dwarves, this seems like a dwarven place. The Dwarven Hollows. Huh. You're in big trouble. Well, why are you in big trouble? Yep, we are humans. Glad you noticed. I'll deal with the children of Ur in a minute. Don't worry about it. Ah, something happened to a horn. Gutsko made off with the horn of ice. Dwarves can't swim. We're gonna have to become a frog again, aren't we? Yeah, see, there's a barrier. How nice. Shiny tower to the north. Back to the earthquake, it was gone. Big hole where it was. Huh. I'm not entirely certain what that's a reference to. That's the lake. We'll head there in a minute. Tower. Shiny. We'll find out. Yep, we've been to Gisal, but this is how you would find out about it if you hadn't already seen it somewhere. Here's our guy. He'll tell you about your classes. We can buy some potions and such from him. We can use the inn here if we want to. I probably will, just to refill some MP charges. So here we can buy fire staffs and ice staffs, no lightning staffs. We could buy holy arrows if we still had a person using a bow. And we could buy the diamond bell. We'll get into that probably never. Because it belongs to a class I don't ever use. However, the ice armor and ice helm here are pretty darn nice. I'll be wanting to grab those because pretty sure they protect against fire damage, though I may have to look that up real quick. Give me just a moment while I check on that. Ice armor, Final Fantasy 3, resistance towards fire, elemental damage, and weakness to ice. Oh no, sorry. In the NES version, it gives a weakness to ice. In the 3D version, it does give 9 magic defense, which is good to know, and yeah, resistance towards fire-based damage. So keep that in mind. And I believe the ice helm does the same thing. I'm going to find out, though. Let's take a look. I just want to look this up just so I'm sure of this. 3D versions, 10. Resistance to ice elemental damage. Interesting. So not fire. Gives resistance to ice. Weird. A little unexpected. I'm going to want these. I don't need them immediately, so I'll probably pick them up on the way out. Those I want. I want those just right now because they're a good defense boost. I did not mean to do that. It didn't matter because it was already a fire staff. Let's go ahead and equip the ice helms here. Yep, not much he can do about that. That's good. Glad to have that at least. Let's get rid of the old helmets. We don't really need them. Excellent. We'll pick up some fire mail on the way out, or ice mail on the way out, because we've got fire mail, but we're not fighting anything with ice attacks at the moment, actually. Alright, let's continue on. I'd like to get through the next dungeon. Oh yeah, we have lots of time after I can account for the editing. I did not take a nap, but we're okay. Are we okay? Yeah, we're okay. Well, here we are. We're in the subterranean cave. Let's go ahead and untoad us. And take a look around. Let's see here. What are we looking at treasure-wise here? There will be 7 treasures here. We'll hopefully find them all in an easy run. And we've got a few creatures to find, so off we go. Nothing that way. And coming over this way, we find treasure chest number 1 with a gold needle. And nothing that way. Okay, good to know. And as we head along this way, passageway down, okay. Ah, and we find some enemies to fight. Stalagmites. I don't actually remember what they're weak to. Probably not that. They're not weak to anything, so no worries there. Hey! Continuing on, here's chest number 2. Ooh, this is Wrath. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Well, the chests are coming fast, aren't they? Let's see here. So that should have been a couple Zeus Rasses. There'd be one more. Yep, gold mule right there. Fantastic. That's all the chests on this floor. And here we've got 3,000 gil. Can't complain. And 3,000 gil. So that catches us up. Ooh, 2 other creatures here. Ruinous Wave and Sea Devil. I know the Sea Devil is weak to lightning. I believe the Ruinous Wave is as well. I will try and confirm that here in a second. Ruinous Wave is weak to lightning, yes. No problem there. And we've not really found most of the creatures, but we'll keep hunting them. We're actually already to the boss room. Short dungeon. And here we have the boss, Gusko the Rogue. Who speaks weird. And now he's going to fight us. He can go twice, so keep that in mind. But I'm just going to lay into him with the strongest magic I've got, and we'll see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and have you preemptively cure. Because I think we are a little hurt. I don't think he can kill anyone in one round, but we'll see. 35. Ow. That critical to the weakest armored person kind of hurts. 523, not bad. I don't think this fellow is long for this world. Just gonna throw that out there. I think he might be in trouble. Well, still got a charge left, so might as well just use that up. And go ahead and cure yourself. Since he's faster than the boss, there's not really much worried about having to cure after the boss deals damage. Oh, Mini. Forgot he could do that. I don't care. Except for that. That right there. That's why I care. Mini makes us take a lot of damage. Do I cure it or do I just cure the person? I think I'm probably just gonna cure the person. Alright, so we are out of charges. You got thunder. Go ahead and use that. Yeah, you're out of anything that's really all that useful, so go ahead and do that. And pop the cure on Refia. He might try to mini us again for all I know. And yeah, this is this fight. You've kind of seen him. It's about as dangerous he is. And he's dead. Our red mages are pretty nasty, actually. I appreciate that. And we got some gil. Nice. And down goes Gusko. And we get the Horn of Ice. Fantastic. Alright, what are we missing? Well, there's one creature I can only fight here, so we'll look for that here. This treasure is... That's interesting. Ah, right, we get a full cure after we fight him, so that's fantastic. Forgot about that. So I'm going to run around this room until I find the creature I'm looking for, and when I do... Oh, here it is, actually. When I say what I do, I'll just come right back, but here you go. Merman. Mermen are weak. Ooh, nope, don't do that. Use your lightning staff. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not like I need the magic charges. And there goes the merman. So what else am I missing? Just 2 more creatures we haven't encountered yet, but hopefully we'll catch them on the way out. They aren't particularly rare. I didn't even notice that my guy got petrified because I was not paying enough attention. So this is what the gold needles are for. We have lots of them. And there you go. That's why those enemies drop gold needles a lot. Let's see if we can find those last 2 guys. If not, I'll just run around the first room until we do. Oh, I think I realized why you need to have a... Oh, your MP refilled. And here's one of the other creatures, the manticores. I think they might poison. Not 100% certain on that. Anyway, they refill your MP because you need a toad to get your... Oh, maybe you don't toad to get your way out. I thought maybe you had to, but I could be wrong. It might just be because we beat a boss. Manticores, by the way, have a bunch of hit points, so they can actually survive a hit from our stabs. One of the few creatures around here that actually can. Not that it really matters. We're going to make short work of them anyway. And we've got one more enemy to fight, which should be fairly common. Hopefully we'll just catch him randomly on the way out. I want to get at least the next dungeon done as well during this recording, just to make good progress. Alright, we're here at the exit chamber, so... Oh, and here they are. So I was going to say, so I'll just run around until I find the monsters I'm looking for, but here we go. Bombs. They are weak to ice and water, and they explode. Don't let them explode. Exploding hurts. They do damage equal to their remaining health, I believe, so yeah. However, we are more than well enough equipped to deal with them. Alright, there we go. This shadow behind us is worrying. Oh, I didn't show off a funny cutscene. I forgot if you walk up to that water while you're human, Raphael complained about, we're going to have to become toads again, aren't we? Sorry, I forgot about that scene. Yep, we've returned the horn. Yay! That shadow's still following us. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, let's go put the horn back. Disguised our shadow. Oh no. Whatever will we do? And off he goes. We kind of needed those horns. Aww. Yep. Horns of ice, wards against the fire crystal's flame. And yeah, we needed those to get to the crystal of fire, but they're gone now. That's a pity. And I'm not sure we can do anything. Yeah, we can't do anything down there quite yet, but that's all right. How much money do I have? Oh, I have tons. Cool. Let's go buy that armor. Because, hint, the next dungeon's going to involve a lot of fire. Oh, and that's the wrong. That's the wrong one. Let's go to this one. So I want to get 3 suits of that. It's kind of a waste since the fire mail is actually better protection, but gonna give you a hint, the boss of the fire temple probably uses fire. So we're gonna want the protection against it. Off we go. I have not saved in forever. We'll just save here. Just in case. The boss of this next dungeon can be a little rough, though I think we're more than prepared. Oh, to fight it, and here is the last sea creature I was looking for, the sea dragon, or sea serpent, sorry. Like all sea creatures, he is weak to lightning, and he can really hurt. Fortunately, he's attacking our well-armored back row red mage instead of our not so well-armored back row white mage, and he's dead. Cool. That fills out the bestiary there. Awesome. Now I can just skip through all those encounters as well. Alright, we made it to the Molten Cave. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures we're looking for here. And most of them are probably going to be weak to water, wouldn't you think? And we've got 7 chests to look for, and looking for chests here could get a little painful. And here we go. So here we've got the Adamantoise, who has a very high physical defense, as I recall. But shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Ow. Stop that. Yeah, he is weak to ice. And has a ridiculously good physical defense. Well, not ridiculously good. It's not insurmountable, but I mean, we've got ice staves. We might as well use them. I believe if we go this way, we find chest number 1. Antarctic Wind, which would be useful against the final boss of this area if you should need it. Don't stand still in the lava. It hurts while you stand in it. Another Antarctic Wind. And I'm going to go ahead and just pop a low-level cure on us. Just so we don't get into a battle in a really bad state. Oh, here we go. These are crocatas. Do they have any weaknesses that I can recall? They are weak to ice. So we're going to make very short work of them. They can inflict sleep with physical attacks. Keep that in mind. Not too difficult, obviously. And once we leave the battle, we just instantly take damage. It's a little unfair, but what are you going to do? And let's go ahead and do a quick cure. This doesn't hurt too badly, and we've got lots of cure charges. This is kind of the dungeon that says, hey, did you bring a white mage? I hope you brought a white mage. And we, of course, brought a white mage. Start by going south, and we'll find Freezing Blade. Don't remember if that uses a spell. We'll test it on the way out. Oh, in this next battle, actually, which we got a back attack on. Fantastic. Well, after this battle, we'll not have one creature type accounted for. These guys are not a threat. So real quick, does this actually do anything? Freezing Blade. Deals ice damage, but does it actually use Blizzard? We'll find out. Pretty sure it does, since I let me use it as an item in battle. These guys, by the way, both weak to ice. Well, we're not going to find out this battle. Alright. Or after just one more creature. That was a balloon and a red jelly, I believe. And a Lamia scale. Neat. Alright. Let's keep moving. I want to say... I'm going to say this way leads to treasure. It does. To a high potion. Neat. Let's cure up a little bit. This lava is really annoying. Oh, left leads actually forward, so let's go north. And open this one. Phoenix down. Fantastic. Always good to have those. Let's see here. So we should have 2 more chests left. And 1 more monster to find. Hopefully we'll find it soon. Impact Claws for a monk. And the last creature we were looking for. Which is a thing that I'm not going to try and pronounce. Not even going to bother. They're not weak to any particular element, so I wouldn't worry about that too horrendously much. And it lived to get a strike off. Freezing Blade does what? The exact same thing that Ice Staff does. Good to know. Alright, let's find that last chest, shall we? Look, it's right up here. And another Phoenix down. And a suspicious looking rock. Hello, suspicious looking rock. Do one last check to make sure I've gotten all of the creatures. I have. Let's continue on. Short room. This certainly looks like boss time central. So let's go into this prepared. Ooh, crystal room sound. And now prepare for fight. The power of fire. Yes, yes you do. I don't think it works that way. Man, you apparently weigh a ton now. Are you going to look anything like you used to? Probably not. You got a fire snake in his. Oh boy! On the NES version, this fight right here is nasty. This guy will punish you. Just going to use the ice staff. Well, we can have you use the Thundara. Why not? And yeah, you really got nothing better to do, so ice staff. This guy hurts. Not so much my guys in, good armor, but he is gonna hurt my white mage a lot. He does get to go twice per round, keep that in mind. And he is weak to ice, even though it doesn't look like it with how piddling damage we're doing. There you go, that one hit. If you want to use your Antarctic Winds, this is probably the fight to use it. That wasn't too horrible. And go ahead and use your last Bazlara. Go ahead and use your Thundara and cure yourself because. Ow. And he's being pretty nice actually. I believe he has a Fire Breath attack that can deal pretty significant damage to our party. But if he's just going to physically attack the red mages, that's fine by me. I'm used to having to use a lot of curas in this fight. Alright. Unfortunately, that's going to get rid of all of our really big attack spells. Yep. Alright, it's, well, I should just have you use the Ice Staff. Yep. Just keep using the Ice Staff there for me. And I'm going to just have you pop a cure on everybody, just in case. Not that I really needed to, but what else is he going to do? I guess he could deal some damage, but his damage is pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Ow. He's being really nice this fight. He can do a lot worse than he's doing. And I am doing sad damage to him now. Huh. Okay. And cure yourself. His agility is about the same as ours, so... Oh, don't hit him again, don't hit him again. Whew. That was close. It's bad when he ganks up on the white mage. There's just nothing you can do about it, basically. And pop a cure. And now it's just a slog. And cure yourself just in case. What's he gonna do? Double flame breath? Please don't. I'm pretty sure he has flame breath. He's not really showing off much, is he? Well, he's gonna have plenty of time because we're just gonna kind of chip away at him here. Oh, there's fire breath. Yep. Yep, that's fire breath. He does that twice, where you can get up in pretty big trouble. Alright, I'd like you to die now, please. We're going to do a cure on everybody. We did not go first. That could be very bad. That could be really, really bad. Yep, killed the white mage. We might lose this fight. And there's not a darn thing we could really do about it. I could have blocked Blizzara for more of my people, I suppose. I'm not wasting the Phoenix down. Either we kill him this round or we die. We die. He is a really nasty boss. There's not a lot to do about it. We've been defeated. Loudness. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'll meet y'all back there when we get there. Alright, attempt number 2, and we're going all out. Pro tip, by the way. I didn't remember this but until a little too late, but if you lose a fight against a boss, just Alt F4 out and then come back in and click continue, and you'll end up at the entrance to the boss's room. Pro tip. That's going to be important. Oops. You probably have Blizzara, don't you? No. You have Blizzara. You use Blizzara. You use these Arctic Winds we picked up. And you go ahead and use the Antarctic Winds we picked up. We're just going to kind of lay into this guy and hope we deal a bunch of damage. That dealt a bunch of damage. We're not going to need these after this fight, so we might as well use it for this, this one. Wow. I forgot that those were Blizzagas. That was nasty. And he's going to fire breath. Okay. And he's going to be nasty right back to us. Let's hope we go first next round, because if not, my white mage is going to die. I want you guys to go ahead and use the Antarctic Winds. Let's see if we can get this guy dead as quickly as possible. And cure everybody. Oh, I went first, thank God. Yeah, Kira's got a pretty good heal on it. Let's see how much damage we deal. Oh, he's dead. Okay, should have just done that the first time around. Saved me a lot of editing. I got all the treasures. I beat all the monsters again. No worries on that part. We'll double check in Gasol later, just to make sure. And we get a high potion. And he's down. Yay, we get the Horns of Ice. More importantly, we found the Crystal of Fire, who will hopefully give us some more jobs that I will never use. Which probably isn't fair. It's the jobs aren't terrible. It's just I don't need them, and I would have to do a lot of job grinding. And yeah, you're all going to want me to show them off at least a little bit, aren't you? I'll take a look at them and remind myself of what they are. And if they're anything decent, I guess I can use them. It shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, head around here. We can head up here, get worked out. We need to go visit the dwarves again, because I'm sure they'd like the Horns of Ice back. Jobs. What did we get? So we had all of these. So now we've got Ranger, which uses the advanced bows, which is... they're okay. They're not great, though. knights that can use cover. They're pretty good. They have a good equipment draw, but I don't particularly feel the need. You know, I might. I mean, there's 4 new classes. I've got 4 job slots. I might show them off. Scholar uses the elemental books, and they use a scholar's robe, and they can use Libra as a command. I'm just going to use a white mage. This class is useless. Knight Ranger and Geomancer aren't terrible. They just aren't good. Let's go to the dwarfs. I'll think about it. And they're all happy now. Fantastic. Let's head over here, talk to this guy. And I think he's going to give us some Casal Green. Oh, magic keys. Okay, cool. Magic key. They're from Dragon Quest. Good for us. And oh, there's the horns. Now that we've done that, though, and we can go get their treasure. Moonwalking dwarf. Moonwalking dwarf. Okay. Do I want to do the next dungeon as well? I kind of do. There's 15 chests here. Shall we count them out as we go along? There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. There's 8. There's 9. There's 10. There's 11. There's 12. There's 13. There's 14. And there's 15. And that's all 15 treasures here. So as you can see, they give you a bunch of treasures for your new classes. I guess I'll show them off. Might make this part a little short because if I'm going to show them off, I'm going to have to do a little bit of a job grind because I need to get their job levels up. So I guess I could just append them together too. Tell you what, I'm going to go do a job grind, equip our new stuff. I'll switch their jobs now just so you can see what I'm going to have them all be. So you could be a knight. And you can be a ranger. And you can be a geomancer. Because what's the worst that could possibly happen by doing this? Terrible things, terrible, horrible things could happen. So there we go. Heroic shield protects against status ailments. I don't remember which ones. I just don't. Knight's armor there is pretty awesome, and the gauntlets there. That's all. This is all unique. This is all unique to the knight class. Ranger here. We're gonna give him a killer bow. I've got a lot of good arrows, but I don't particularly care to use them up. You can see there the Medusa arrows do a lot of damage. I'm just gonna use wooden arrows for now, and he can equip. Basically equip a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, the Geomancer I've got can't really equip anything. Hold on, let me check some things. Am I gonna find stuff for them to use anytime in the next few dungeons, or do I just need to buy them gear? I need to buy them gear. Geomancer I might actually not use then, because... Let me check something. Yeah, we can use the mage robe, but... Yeah, we don't get a free weapon for them. We eventually get a free weapon for them, we just don't get one now, so I'm going to use Scholar. Why, I don't know. I'm just going to use Scholar. It'll all be fine. You can show off the Scholar equipment. They can't wield shield, so you might as well dual wield. I'll just dual wield Books of Fire. Scholar's hat, Scholar's robe, Mithril bracer. Fantastic. can use white magic, I want to say. Yeah, I could use like Cure. Fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. Good for you. Knights can also use white magic, so hey, I've got Cure. I got all the Cure I could ever possibly want. We'll get some arrows in the next dungeon. So I'm gonna go do some job grinding, and I may or may not do. Ooh, actually, since I forgot about him. Tokel, we've been there, and we saw a flying castle, and yeah, they're gonna burn down Tokel. That's no good. We don't want them to burn down Tokel. That's not nice at all. Yep, changes weak points. Only a scholar. Yada yada yada. It's not actually true. Your white mage can do it with Libra. Yep, you might run out of Libra, but your white mage can't do it. Okay, so we can get some job levels while sailing around, actually, because I should go do that thing at Ur. So let's just head that way. I'll deal with Ur, and then I will call this apart and do some job grinding, and we will then head on to Castle Hein. You see there, that was the starting kingdom. It's very easy to get back to Ur. We just dock our boat, like, I don't know, right there, and walk back to Ur. One thing to keep in mind, the knight can use the magic effects of the swords that we've picked up. The other classes, our other new classes here can't actually use the stabs. So our white mage still can, and this is study. It just gives you the enemy stats. It's kind of cool. We need to get job levels because we're really weak right now with no job levels, but I will do that off screen. I want to get to about job level 20 with all these guys. It's probably going to take about 30 to 40 minutes, maybe an hour. It's not too bad. Anyway, did I come here too early? Did I have to stop by the town first? Alright, I came here too early. My bad. We have to go stop by Ur first. Well, get a little job XP, I guess. This is an annoying set of classes to grind because several of them don't have guard. They've just got secondary abilities. Speaking of which, I think I forgot to do something. Very start of the game. Oh yeah, this guy wants to use a potion on him. And we get a Phoenix down. Definitely do that. Let's get our HP and MP back. Fantastic. Gone to Alder Cave. Let's go look for them. I don't remember what the reward for doing this is, but we might as well. Oh, I think it gets us the Onion Knight class, also known as the never ever use this class until you're like level 92. It's that bad. They can equip everything in the game, but they're really bad. And if you didn't get bombs for some reason in the underground lake, you can fight this fight and you'll get some bombs to show up. Yep, them's bombs. You have equipped. Freezing Blade. Cool. Kill that one. Kill that one. You. Equip some... Oh, it's not books of ice. So these guys are good for exploiting elemental weakness. That's about it. And then use the ice staff. This fight won't take long. And you see our knight there has insanely good... Oh, he's in the back row. I need to fix their rows. I forgot to fix their rows. That was my bad. We'll do that in a bit here. Yeah, no wonder he's doing such weak damage. Wow, even the ranger's doing really poor damage. Whoops. Well, that's alright. Yeah, this is what happens when you switch jobs. It's probably not worth it. That ice staff is so good. The staffs are so good. Normally I would just continue to play a bunch of red mages at this point. I wouldn't be swapping classes around. Hey, job level increases. I'm going to need a lot of those. I'm just going to go out to the goblins, just guard 5 times, then end the battle. Actually, I'll guard 10 times, then end the battle. And we'll just do that over and over again until they reach about level 20. And they're all apologetic. And they found something. A crystal fragment. Change jobs to Onion Knight. Woohoo! The Onion equipment was the strongest equipment you could get in the original NES game. Still pretty strong in this one, but that's... Unless you're using an exploit to get the Onion equipment early, Onion Knights really weren't worth the effort, but they ended up being pretty okay eventually. Anywho, I think that's going to be it for this particular part. I'm going to go rearrange my party formation to be a little more useful. And I'm going to do a bunch of job grinding, get up to about level 20 in all of the jobs. And then I will see you next time. So, until our paths cross again, have fun and stay safe, everyone.